From inside his own 15, trying to follow his block. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So Colorado State's offense comes onto the field first today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
And the Rams come to the line in the hurry-up. Guys, let's take a minute and look big picture at Colorado State. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a three-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that...
There he goes! And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Colorado State!
This quarterback is so good at creating. When plays break down, when things aren't perfect, he has the ability to buy time, use his athleticism, and torch a defense, and he did it right there with his legs.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Boise State's offense will get the ball for the first time. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse. Do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wide receiver comes in motion. The handoff as they run the counter play here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You wonder about that play call on 3rd and long, maybe just trying to get themselves a little bit more real estate, but it didn't fool the defense. They create another negative play now deep in the opponent's territory. The defense has just been dominant on this drive.
Gets drilled as he throws the big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. It's one thing not to believe in punting, but to go for it that deep in your own end and give away a 1st and goal, that's just reckless. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Colorado State. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll return it. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Leaves it with the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. The Broncos want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Working the middle. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He's looking deep. Reels it in down the left side. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
They're going to run it across the 25. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Off play action. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Boise State. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. USC put together a breathtaking performance inside the Coliseum. And how do you not liken it to the way Leinart and Bush and Lendale White and Dwayne Jarrett used to just annihilate teams? Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Dropping back, it's Rush. And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Finds a man on the right. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. The Rams will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Catches it at the 15. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Boise State ready to send out that offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Trying to beat the D deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The play action fake. Here comes the Heat. And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll give it to the back. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. We've reached a break. Colorado State is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Well, look at this. Fourth down and 1.5 miles, and the offense is still on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Great place to start for this offense. Power football with the run.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to the ground with the running back. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado State.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And this one will be marked dead just outside the 40-yard line.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Looking for a man, it's Rush. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. And the Rams will hustle to the line. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown Rams! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. On to attempt the try. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread, don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches, so he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. And the Broncos can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown Broncos!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Oh, and he missed it. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Boise State, 13.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Makes the quick grab. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Able to run it out to the 28 on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. It's Rush. Here's the pressure. Flips it out to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The blue turf rumbling on this 3rd down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the knee. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Rams headed quickly to the line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Rams with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Hauls it in. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a 1st down. Trying play action. Lets it fly. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. quick strike complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Looking to pass, it's Rush. Unleashes to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. And it's no good. He missed it. And after the missed field goal, guys, the lead's still at 15. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. The Broncos can really attack on this 2nd and short. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Under fire. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. After run, now throw. Bring in the heat. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half.
47-yard line. Brings up second half.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that Smurf turf, sign me up for another half in Boise. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Albertson Stadium.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Rams will kick it away to start the 2nd half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Got room at the 35. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. He's going to throw deep right side. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos.
This is an offense that wants to take shots in the pass game. That time they went play action, and they were throwing the go route. That's one-on-one. Who's faster? The receiver gets in behind the defender. He is able to make the catch and take it in for the score.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Rams now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Rush. Gets it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Rams will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 30. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another first down. This guy can do that a lot.
Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Still looking, on the move. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna swing it on second down. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Broncos in the hurry-up. He wants to change this route. Wants to keep it in the air. Dances away to buy time. Touchdown, Boise State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to throw, it's Rush. Gonna try to pop one on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Rams will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Wants to return it. Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, that.
Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Offense has it at the 28 on first down.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Touchdown, Broncos! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much as the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Colorado State, 28.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Henson. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Rams moving quickly to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Rams come to the line with a new set of downs.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. To the air, it's Rush. Sets up the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The blue turf rumbling on this third down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. He'll pull it on the read. Turning it on. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun, running back on the move. Hard running there. And he finds no running room at all, and the third quarter is over. Maybe more open spaces coming in the fourth. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. He'll run it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a third and long. Quick step and go. Touchdown, Colorado State. And they take it in for 6 more points. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. TCU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Davey O'Brien among the legends to wear that uniform. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Arizona. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Takes the handoff. It's Thomas. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away. Trying to escape and get it himself. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Breaks into the open. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
This is a running back, man, that just finds a way to get it done. Critical 4th down. Everyone thinking they're going to throw the football, but they hand it off to him, and he helps keep this drive alive.
The Broncos have this offense rolling. Try to barge their way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Broncos! They move on top here in the 4th.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Boise State, 42. Colorado State.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Tripped up for the tackle. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Here's a heat. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got his man. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Rush is on him. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. This offense has it with really good field position. Sends it back in motion. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. They'll run the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
They want that clock to run. Got a little space. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the Brain Trust will go to work. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Boise State! A great catch and run for 6. They
late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Pulls it in on the left. Off to the races. Inside the... And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Colorado State.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
And the Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. It's complete on the right side. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. A bit of a roll of the dice, betting that they could finish the game, and they almost certainly did with that completion.
And I love when coaches have confidence in their quarterbacks in big situations like that. With the game on the line, go out and execute a
touchdown Broncos! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the sack all the way back at the 5. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. The blue turf rumbling on this 3rd down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. And they get him in the end zone for a safety, and that should wrap this one up tight.
A lot of things had to happen for this offense to get back in the game, but how about the defense? The defense said, no, sir, we're going to end this one right now. Makes the big play, gets the safety. Not only do they score points, they get the football back, and the clock is on this side. The defense just ended this football game.
They'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight.
These specialists and these return specialists, they got speed for days. but you better hang on to the football. I know you want to make big plays, those splash plays that can change games, but you better secure the football first.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will, throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.